We're at gotomath.com. Click on the calculus button. I'd take a deep breath if you heard that. Deep breath. Let's see. I think we're doing that one there. Ooh, round. Find the volume of the solid formed by revolving about the x-axis round to 2 decimal places. Okay, so you can't see that. That's what it says. All right, and okay, so we got something a little different here, maybe. What we're going to be doing here is taking this and revolving it about the x-axis. So hopefully you've seen 1.1 and 2.1 and 2.2, 1.2. So I'm not going to really, I start skipping steps. I'm not really skipping steps, but I start going into less detail, let's say, as we venture further on out into the problem set. And for a couple different reasons. Usually the problems get more steps are involved, become more difficult. Right. Just try to save a little time. Usually the average time to watch a YouTube video is 5 minutes. Yep. If you didn't know, well, now you know. I believe that was 0.02x squared. So people start zoning out after 5 minutes. They zone out. 8 to 20. All right. So remember, this is we're using the disk method. We're going to be using the disk method. And the way that disk method goes is the radius squared times dx. So the radius is changing, right? The radius is changing. And we're going from 8 to 20. Of course, these graphs aren't exactly to scale. And we're looking at this shaded region right here. And the way they say this is what's happening. One of the interpretations is that you're taking this thing and revolving it about the x-axis, even though what's really going on here is the radius is changing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what describes that radius with respect to x. So, anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and set this up. So our bounds are going from 8 to 20, from 8 to 20, and let's just put the pi out here. And then we've got, we could also take that. No, we can't take that. Don't take that outside, whatever you do. 0.02x squared. And so this is our radius, and we square it, right? dx. Okay. All right. And you know why we're squaring it, right? Volume is equal to pi r squared times h. Whoops, h. We're using disk. They call this the disk method. I told myself I wouldn't be talking, but this is the disk method, and this is the volume of the disk, and that is the formula for finding the volume of this disk right here. Right? So if you can imagine, this is a rectangle here. Okay, and we're summing up a bunch of rectangles. We're summing up a bunch of disks is what we're doing. All right, some little bitty thin disk. All right, let's get back to this over here. Pi. I told myself I wouldn't go into any details on this. We just work it out. So this is 0.02 squared. 0.02. We'll write out what that's equal to here in a minute. And then this would be x to the fourth dx. All right. Okay, so hopefully at this point in your math career, you know how to figure out what this is. You know, this is all about setting it up, setting up the problem. I mean, once you set it up, you should be able to know how to take the integral. All right. I hope. For goodness sakes. So we end up with this right here ends up becoming 1 over, we'll leave it as, oh, we're doing, you know what, I think it said round. So you know what, since it said round, we're going to just go ahead and leave it like that. And x to the 5th over 5, going from 8 to 20. Yeah, since it said we're going to round, that's what we're going to do. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and just factor this stuff out. We're going to pull this out so we don't have to do it twice. Alright, plug the 20 in. I know we all know what 20 to the 5th is in our head. Minus 8 to the 5th over 5. Alright, upper minus lower, and we just pulled that out. Alright, put a little squigglies here because we're going to approximate it to 2 decimal places. So let's do that. I'm going to get out the handy dandy. For all my Hong Kong friends, I'm sure they'll do that in their head. Man, I had a lot of people from Hong Kong on the website today. I guess they're studying for their finals. I actually was watching the news yesterday, and showing a bunch, some people from Hong Kong, the ones that are protesting. They were studying though. Oh, I got an error. What did I do wrong? Oh, no. Pi times. Yes, they were studying, and they set up a camp. It looked like. I'm trying to find where I've gone wrong here. Let's see. 20 to the 5th over 5 minus 8 to the 5th over 5. And I get a syntax error. And I don't know why. Delete. Point. What in the world is going on? It's driving me crazy. Alright, let's just do that. Didn't like that point in there for some reason. Times pi. Looks like a fairly big number. Ooh. Anyway, they were talking about a hunger strike. Some students were going on a hunger strike, trying to negotiate with the Chinese government. And I'm just thinking, that's not a good time. It's in the middle of finals, and that's not exactly a good time to be going on a hunger strike. My gosh. 796.01. Okay, two decimal places. But I hope they win at whatever they're trying to negotiate with the Chinese government. Let's hit enter. It's like good luck with that. 796.01. Speaking of the Chinese government, I've had quite a few people from China on my YouTube video, and I was thinking that the Chinese were blocked from YouTube, but I may be wrong. They figured out a way around it or something. Anyway, that's it. That's what we got. We're here at gotomath.com. Practice that, and I'll see you later.